Well, hello everybody, or at least my friend from Discord. How are you? I am gonna prepare for the long winter. It is November. Guess we're gonna see how this goes. In my last episode, I started to finish this group at the top. With the Infinity Walk on its way. Look, the birds are already landing on it. What the fuck? What's up, bird? But we are going to finish the Infinity Walkway, knock all that out later. I am in the middle of deciding how I want to... so Jason, I know that's you. So you built that tower, you know what I mean? Yes, I did. I did set the seasons to max, so they last as long as possible. And I can tell you, man, if people haven't done that, the winters are incredibly long. But you have your tower, so I'm going to be moving this water tower down. I'm thinking right here is going to be my tower. I'm just going to close that in. Here, let me step out from the distance real quick. So I'll show you what'll happen. It's alright. If thunder's too loud, let me know. But so basically what will happen is out here I'll have a giant tower that raises up above the entire base. Maybe not as high as yours though, dude. Yours is pretty freaking extreme, man. Like that is, it gave me the heebie-jeebies just looking at it, bro. Like, oh my god, the heights would show. I but I do need to stem on at least one attack before it gets dark, so we're gonna load these up real quick. I need to continue making glass because apparently glass making is now my trade. Light this up. Oh, one of them's missing too. That one. Good. I'm going to hit escape really quick. When you're saying reduce the volume, is it the game volume or is it my mic? Like the master volume? Because I know Grojan was saying the same thing. Is it the master volume or is it my voice? I can imagine, dude. 34 floors? Like, bro. Okay, I adjusted it. Let me know. I dropped it. If you look at my screen, go to options. Oh, I need to apply it. I'm going to drop it to 70-ish. Let me know if that's better. I don't know, man. I guess we could ask my daughter that when she gets in trouble, right? But I need to fill these meat carts. I just made rations. I've got 4 in here. Like you, I kind of go overboard with things, but these ration packs are freaking amazing, bro. So I use them a ton. I mean, you tell me. Okay, cool. On it. Let's drop it again. Apply. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you, man. I was building this up at the top, and the thunder scared me so bad I can't even tell you How many times I broke my leg because of the stupid thunder? It's 1, 2. Alright. I think I just need to... Yeah, this attack's coming. We're going to get it soon. Hey, I know they've said that the dev dropped this to like 4 to 6. I have a short that I recorded. I got attacked by 8, 4 of which were mini bosses, bro. Are you experiencing the same thing? Yeah. For sure. And I like the small rations too because I've got raw chicken ready to go. And I've already got the mushrooms from the inventory. So I'll grab a couple of melons here in a second and we'll knock that out. I use the small rations kind of like as a pass by. You know what I mean? I'll put one with that longest one, right? Put the longest one away. Yeah, it's I was up on top and like damn, I got shredded. So remind me, it's melons, mushrooms, what else? Oh, guess we're good to go. My memory serves me. You know, it's funny that you say that because, in all honesty, on my second level up, I'm about to get attacked, but this level right here, before I had Mike, I had 5 greenhouses rolling. Literally, I had 5 greenhouses right here because I didn't have Mike. I condensed 5 greenhouses into 1 because of Mike. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. I really do. The farm's gonna move, and then I'm gonna encase all of my equipment in glass, and then power it all up and have it ready to rot. So here comes the attack wherever they're coming from. So hopefully they're not too loud on your end, bro. Hey, I'm in South Carolina, USA. Do you mind if I ask where you're from? Like, what area? Oh, man. Oh, ration packs, bro. They've been hitting me right here. Stuff over here. Right. Essex. Oh, dude, seriously? So, I know this is going to sound stupid, and it probably doesn't matter, but my family heritage is from Sussex, England. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, like, almost all of my family heritage links me back to Sussex. Man, that's not that far away from Grogan, bro. There's a deer right there, and I need that meat. Oh, you're gonna go down with a spear. Come on. Or not. Oh, come on. How'd that miss? How'd that miss? Just drop. You're already hurt. Yeah, I've never been to the UK. It's been... or England, for that matter. I've always wanted to. So, you're good. Do your thing, boss. Thank you for joining, man. I really appreciate you coming in to say hello. I absolutely do. Yep, come on. Go down, I already smacked you once. Oh, you're just teasing me now. There we go. And she goes down. Woohoo! More food for the winter. Drop that on the ground so I know where I'm at. Yep. Let's get a cart. Bring it back. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough you. That's funny, man. Hey, I'm curious, since it's gonna be just the two of us, dude. I don't expect to ever be a creator. I can stream in 1440, but I chose 1080. How does the stream look? Grab this for winter food. Yes, I am literally right on it, bro. I mean, I know a lot of streamers said to put it here. I think if I replay, I'm going to try something maybe a little more difficult, right? Okay, cool, thank you, I appreciate that. But I think like this area up in here might be really cool to build in. I need to get down in here and see what the quote-unquote dome looks like, to see, you know, if when you first start, just to make sure you have water and stuff, you know what I mean? I think that's, I don't know. I have not, I'll be right blunt with you, bro. I never even thought I would play this game. It was on my wish list for probably 6 months, maybe a year. I really love The Forest and Sons of the Forest, so for me, those have been my big things. But ironically, the biggest communities I've been involved with have been DayZ. At one point, Scum too. Excuse me, over cough. But I don't know, man. Everybody has a game that hits them. You know, that hits them in the right spot. And for whatever reason, I decided to get this one. And when I saw the V14 come out, I was like, okay. Like, yeah, I'm going to play that game. Like, that is way cool. And then I started searching it on YouTube, and I don't want to sound like rude to anybody. I'm not a big fan of the, how do you word it? Like, a lot of your quote-unquote big streamers do stuff that is not something that a normal person would do in the game. So when I found Grogin, I was like, hell yeah. And then because of Grogin, I found That Foolish Girl. And I think his name is TBF Gaming. Oh, that's cool. You know, I don't know. I mean, I've been around gaming communities. I've played moderator in Discords. I played a ton of Marauders too. I needed a break from run, die, retry, and this has been. I think it fits my personality because I love to grind. Since you're from England, you've probably heard of RuneScape, bro. If you've heard of RuneScape, I have 15 years in RuneScape. Years, not months, years. So, yeah, Jagex and I know each other. We've had billing confrontations. We've had all kinds of fun stuff. But I need to maybe check my RuneScape account. I haven't even touched it. But last I left, I was ranked in the top 2,500 people globally. So that was a big passion of mine for a long time. As stories roll on, and I get to know you, it's interesting. But here's a teaser for you. I met my wife because of RuneScape, so think about that. My friends in RuneScape introduced us, so it was kind of a cool story in a lot of ways. Maybe not so cool for those that don't understand it, but we'll make a little glass here, get things rolling. Just get these all lit up so I can look at my other monitor, see what you're saying. Man, I left those furnaces rolling that whole time without burning. That was dumb of me. I'm going to have to get better at this. Well, I don't know if your last comment was not a bad way to do it, but here's what I will say. If you're speaking about like relationship with my wife, I can tell you this much. I'm a gamer and she's a gamer. There's never been a question about what I do or what she doesn't. And that's funny. Where you're hearing the clucking, right? You're hearing the chicken. I think he's right over here somewhere. See, I don't hunt them, dude. I literally, I mean, if they're out there and I happen to be there, and I'll show you why. So with your farm, once they're full, it's funny, it says pregnant at the bottom of them all. I mean, chickens don't get pregnant, but I'll kill one off. The interesting part too is instead of getting 2 chicken meats, you get 3 from the farm. So I don't have enough eggs right now, otherwise I would knock that out. But I like to get them from here. As long as one's pregnant, then within a day or two you get another chicken, and you get 3 instead of 2. So your rations can grow quite a bit better. In fact, my last winter, I pretty much survived on chickens and rations because I was trying to build. So, oh, speaking of which, have you thought about like how you're gonna wire things? I mean, I've thought about it, and I'm like, man, bro, I don't know how I want to do it. Chickens are us. That's great, man. Oh, that's funny. So I'll show you my greenhouse real quick. Like, seriously, this is good enough to supply my entire farm. And he just planted these. But one greenhouse is plenty. And then I have these sitting up here, and if I have to rob things just in case of emergency, he refills them. And I only have 1 pumpkin and 1 watermelon rolling. So, I mean, the other fun part for me, like, I got the truck, I built the garage, I put the gate right there. I'm half tempted, bro, to build a ramp right here where I can Dukes of Hazzard my truck out of that base. I want to jump it, man. It's interesting. I didn't know that you could have more than 1 control panel, right? So I put one in here, right by the door, and then I forget which street. I think it was TBF Gaming that showed that. I'm like, no, it wasn't TBF. I can't remember who it was, but I'm like, wait a minute, I can have more than one? I can put one in anywhere I want to go, and I don't have to have wire. Like, dude, if you'd have seen my base, this whole area. Ah, okay. So, are you feeding the animals the pumpkins? I got you. I got you. I hear you. But I'm addicted to making ration packs and stuff, bro. So oh, excuse me, really quick, really quick. This is actually an important phone call. It's a call from 2,000 miles away. It'll take me 3 minutes. Be right back. I'll even put a note in the chat. Yeah, it's my 80-year-old dad from Utah. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, they're kind of getting to that age that. So my dad's 80, my mom is 78, about to turn 79, and my mom's health is not so great. So we're just kind of keeping our eye on it, because I'm sure I'll have to travel when all that happens. But hey, dude, that tower you've built is... I don't... Like, I'm a grinder, but I don't think I'd have your patience, man. That thing's, like, effing insane. How many hours do you think you have just in the tower? I'm curious. I mean, like, that tower is freaking awesome. Dude, it's, no reason to be sorry. I just saw that comment. It's okay, man. It's just part of life, man. It's part of the cycle. I have a question for you. Since it's become an obsession, have you jumped off of it just to see what happens? Oh wow, that's a lot of hours, man. But have you jumped off of it though, just to see what happens? I'm curious. Yes, sir. For sure. Yeah, life is very precious, my friend. Put these out real quick. There's a deer out there I want to go hunt. You can probably hear it. It's making me want to go hunt it, and I need to fill that cart. I will say I didn't get an opportunity. I have the video saved to watch, but I grew up near, well, I grew up in Utah, so like right next to the Grand Canyon and a lot of height stuff. I've taken some pretty big falls from some pretty big heights while rock climbing in Utah. I have a living and an existing fear of heights. So for me, I at the top of your tower, dude, I get nauseous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so you did it in normal. Did it kill the character or did it just break the legs? I haven't used God mode, so I have no idea what that even looks like. Okay, let's go see if we can get this deer. It's getting dark. Oh, dude, I'll bet. I'll bet you feel it. Does your heart, like, hit the floor? Like, oh my. Ha, one shot the deer. Woohoo! Drop an arrow so I know where to come and get it, and I heard a chicken too. No belly flopping. I can imagine belly flopping from that kind of height. It'd be like hitting a concrete block. That's funny. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Let me eat this, get some water in me so I can have some actual stamina. Oh, we'll save it right quick. I just increased my stamina again. Oh, come on. Put it in the cart. Put it in the cart. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games will have a God mode. I haven't used it, and that's just not been something that I've done. I mean, that's just me. But I've been curious because I know people have used it. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Good to see you join. Hey Tanya, I think when my wife gets home, I'm gonna ask her if she wants to start a maid service for the glass cleaning. Just thanks to you. I think it would be really honorable if I said, hey, hon, we're gonna need somebody to clean all this glass, so we're gonna have to hire a maid service. Why are my hit points so low? What did I get hit by? Oh, forget it. I've got so many of these. I'm just gonna use one. Let's see. It is 11:30. Oh, there's another chicken. Jason, are you or Tawny, since you just joined, are you able to hear that chicken too? We're trying to adjust my volumes for the stream, Tanya, if you're wondering. Okay, but dude, you're still not answering my question. In normal mode, did it kill you? "24 minutes, 33 minutes. Oh, I'm 4 minutes from another egg. I'll have 2 rations shortly." Well, okay. So you're saying you want the attack. So you want me to raise my noise level so I get the attack at night? Because what's going to happen is my character is going to go tired, and then all of a sudden it's going to be like I can't fight. But I'll do it if you want me to. I'm happy to throw on an attack. All I got to do is load up one of my monsters. Actually, I probably ought to sharpen my stuff anyway. Let's see what it does to that noise value. It's cool to actually hang out with people and see their reactions. I'm sure I sound completely different than either one of you expected. Push that noise button. Alright, we'll get a night attack. Are you sure you guys want me to do a night attack? Because my character is going to pass out when I go to fight. I don't care if I die, but... Okay, in normal mode. No kidding. No kidding, Jason. From that height? That's incredible, dude. That's incredible. That's absolutely awesome. Well, I thought so too, but I didn't realize that was that low. So all good. I'm just going to sleep real quick. At least let's get to the morning light. I'm going to raise my noise value. Just your typing. No worries, dude. No worries at all. Alright, we gotta raise the noise level up. Tanya. I didn't ask for an attack. How are my concrete machines? They're all empty. This is a quick way to get an attack on. Just load up. I mean, every single time I do this, it raises it by 2.5. So, and by the way, I hope the dev makes it so we can shift click these in. It drives me crazy that I have to manually drag everything to make concrete. Let me shift click, please. All the concrete I've made. And by the way, he'll probably update it when I'm done with my base. It's okay, I guess I can use it in the next season, but... So, watch this noise value. It's insane how fast 6 of these raises your noise value. Oh, I gotta turn it on. I turned them off during my last attack. Concrete mixer. So we got mix, 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 and mix, and mix. Put that away, put that away. Here comes the attack. Man, that 30 floors is a lot. And you're probably right, Jason. I think it's because the game's so, like, this version is so new. There's so much to be learned and so much fun to be had. And I think there's a great group of people. I'm really glad that the bulk of the streamers are actually really chill instead of being, for lack of a better way to say it, there's some real jerks out there. And there's one guy I won't name him, but I've subbed to him for probably 3.5 years. I'm like, bro, I'm not telling you you're doing it wrong, but maybe you should just move this. And he actually messaged me in his Discord channel and said, please don't do that to me while I'm live again. I'm like, bro, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Like, it wasn't an embarrassing thing. It was just like, it's common sense. Yeah. I like Rojan's community. Between you and Tanya and a few other people that have messaged me, very cool. I mean, I moderate for 3 Discords. Sometimes it's desirable, sometimes it's not. But I wanted to play something different. I mean, I've got thousands of hours in the forest and Sons in the Forest, and this, I mean, I'm looking up at that. Although it was a pain in the ass, it was fun to build. I mean, the grind was like all the steel, all the copper for screws, all the clay for the roofs. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I'm actually really just enjoying the game without PvP involved or having to have a friend along. I've really enjoyed this game, and I sent some feedback to the dev too, you know, so I'm just like, man, just keep rolling. I mean, yeah, and Tanya, I agree wholeheartedly. I agree. Grosjean, I find him so funny. You can, I mean, come on. If he joined right now, I would totally just give him props. But you can tell he's kind of in a hurry at the beginning of his videos. Like, okay, this is what I've got to get done. And, you know, I get it. You know, as a parent, you know, as a father and you know, a husband, I get it. Like, I'm literally streaming right now thinking, okay, my wife's a nurse. She's going to be home in like 1 hour and 45 minutes, and by the time she gets home, I'll have dinner cooked because I don't want her to do it, you know? She's... Let's go, baby. Come on, all good. Outside the gate. Hey, that's not so bad. Chill ourselves up. A little bit of healing. I do think that as they increase in the attacks, just my opinion, but I would love to see some of the loot change. Like, don't give me stone arrows. Like, I just throw them in the trash. And by the way, the trash can's incredibly valuable. Like, I use that trash can constantly. Really, Mike? You just make it so I can't even get in. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And no, I didn't do that on purpose. He just literally shut me out. But this trash can right here, I love this thing. I mean, I guess that's not too bad, but... yeah. So since you're both here, I'm gonna kind of jump out now that the sun's out of the game. I think I have some still bar stashes here. I want your opinion. because I appreciate both of you. Yeah, I do that a lot, Jason, because in all honesty, hey Grojan, what's up, man? I end up throwing away a lot because I've got 2 full bins of biofuel. Okay, so this is the opinion I want from you guys. Right here, if you can see the white dot, and I'll try to slow down my DPS. I don't know that I want to raise this second level another layer of glass because I think it's going to take from the top piece. I think I want to leave that next layer just as a single piece of glass, and I'll show you why I want to get up there. I'm glad to see you come in, Grojan. You should probably be in bed, though. Be getting up early, working hard, man. Lots of hard work. So here's why. So this is that second level. If I raise it one more piece of glass, the rooftop I think is going to take from the cool visuals of that piece. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear it. We'll take you on the infinity walk that I started. This is the beginning of the infinity walk. It makes my heart. Yeah. And it's not 30 floors like Jason's got. Jason's got all those levels, man. Your stuff scares me, bro. Not gonna lie, in fact I need to put one here. It's just so I don't step off when I come out the door. Maybe 2. There we go. We'll knock those out. Alright. Well, Grojan, that's a little rough. Do you work rotating shifts? Where they change your schedule every couple of weeks? Because, man, I'll tell you, that's got to be... It's tough. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it. I think from a distance, if I do it, it's going to look funky. Okay, I need to stick to my goals. Get another egg yet? Yes, we did. Grab 2 melons really quick. 1, 2. Hit the mushrooms up. 1, 2. Make some rations. Ah, I see, Grojan. Dude, that's got to make it tough being a content creator, bro. Seriously, that can't be easy. Okay, so I know where, at least the area where Jason's from. Tanya and Grojan, what area are you guys from? I am in South Carolina, USA. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I think that's coming. You know what I mean? There's been rumor about this guy being part of another build for a different game. I don't know if that's true or not, but you can tell that he's created stuff somewhere else. This game is, like I said, I really enjoy this one. It's a ton of fun. Ah! West Virginia! Mountain Mama! Beautiful area of the country. Absolutely love that area. Used to travel there for work, so yeah, it's really cool. Ah, okay, so yeah, I get it. Oh, good. Well, Tanya, you're on my time zone, so if you ever get bored and you're in like a multiplayer game and you just need somebody to hang out with, let me know. I'm always open to try new things. And I hope you guys brought beer, because that's kind of a rule of my house. Yeah, you have to bring beer if you're coming to my house. So Mike's house can get really messy really quick for me, Jason. The trash can comes in handy, and then right outside the door I can make the biofuel. But I have so much, I'm like, I'll tell you what I'm suffering for, and the thing that's the hardest for me to get is the iron ore. I mean, I'm running 5 of these babies, and it's still not enough to keep up with iron ore. I'm half tempted to pull. I have 2 up in the mine, and I'm half tempted to pull them back here when I reconfigure and layer them all back in. Oh, that's cool, Jason. That is really cool. Very, very cool. Alright, so what do you all, since the 3 of you see all my screenshots, what do you think my next phase should be? Should I... Let's go up here. We're going to go upstairs. Sorry for the thunder, and thank you, Jason, for the feedback on the noise. Do I finish this level completely and bring in the living room, the bedroom, and all the stuff? Do I move this? It was there because I was building upstairs, but... Or do I create... I'm not doing the Jason thing. I'm not going 30 floors. But what I was going to do was go up. If you see the roof line here, I was going to go up 5 levels above that so that... And I'll show you why. Kind of like a viewpoint, because it'll be on the very tip of my base. But I would literally be able to see 5 levels above that over the top of my base and into the cliffs. And... if anybody's curious about where my next build's going to be, I'm going to choose the same cave. I know all the streamers do, yada yada, whatever. But these cliffs right here in front of me can all be built on. You can literally build the whole thing with the cave in the back and put your whole base out on this level right here. The next time I do it, I'm going to set up a little camp stove right there in the middle, and I'm just going to build all the way out around it. Grojan. What did they? Now look, I didn't play the first Infected before V14. Did they? I thought the trash can was part of that one too. No? Am I wrong? Yeah. I agree with that. I would agree with that, Grojan. I think you're right. I think it's... I don't know. There's been some people that I've watched on Steam, and it's weird for me personally because there's one in particular that I know who he is because I've played Marauders with him and a few other games. It's like, dude, you're being so critical. This game has one dev, bro. You don't have to be a jerk. Like, it has one developer, one guy doing all the work. And by the way, my windmills are going to go underneath the concrete. So I'm going to start moving them down since I don't know what else to do right now. Ah, okay. Gotcha. I see that's on you. But I like the graphics. Like, I mean, okay, I know I'm running a decent PC, but even on low settings, because I have the foliage off, because I'm getting old and I'm blind half the time, his graphics are really good. And if you guys were to ever travel to southern Utah, this looks like Moab, Utah. Like, other than the rocks maybe a little different color. It's beautiful. He's done a really good job. This is usually where I get a broken leg. Tanya's going to laugh at me because I'm going to break my leg. I just have a feeling she's going to laugh at me. Turn you into the wind. Well, I would say overall, Jason, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how many hours I've got, but because it's probably way too much from the time I discovered it. But this is somewhere where I can come and relax. You know, if my family, like you saw, Jason, my dad interrupts me. There's things going on in my personal life. If I need to walk away, I can actually just pause it, and I don't have to like feel stressed. Like if I'm playing DayZ, for example, because it's, you know, obviously a survival game too, or something comes up, like I'm hosed. Like I can't move. This game's awesome. Grojan, I agree. There's been a few attacks since I've been on. If you want me to, I'll spur one on. Let me run out to my defenses. My defenses kill them for the most part. I don't do much work. I mean, I kind of stepped out on one when Jason first joined. But my defenses kill them for the most part. I don't have to do a ton of work. And then Mike, now that I have Mike, pretty much repairs everything. Very seldom do I run into it. I think probably in the last 100 hours of play, they've broken into my base and run at me once, maybe twice. No, it's once. It's not even maybe twice. It's one time. What I'm learning is it's the space of the spikes going through those. But this is my base will all be steel walls before long. I hope. It just takes forever to get the iron ore. Forever to get the iron ore. Heals on the hotbar, I would agree with. Are you having trouble switching weapons though, Tanya? Because I don't think I struggle with that. Because like I can switch between my spear, hatchet, bow, you know, everything's pretty quick. I'm curious as to what you mean. Heals on the hotbar would be really cool, where I could actually put, you know, if I come down to my weapon rack, instead of it just being 1, 2, 3, 4, if I could put a med pack right here, that would be cool. Ah, gotcha, Tanya. I understand. Yeah, I've run into some spots, and maybe Grojan can understand this as well. When like I use the tab key, I had to remap it because just to access my inventory. If I happened to be in an attack and I was live streaming yesterday, it was tabbing over to my menus. I wasn't even hitting Alt, and it was tabbing over. Oh man, I about died probably 2 or 3 times. Yeah, Tanya, I see what you mean. Yeah, and Grojan, I agree with you. It's so like if I go to bow, and then I switch to that, I can't like that delay. I think that's what you're talking about. Like I have my pickaxe out, I'm mining, switch, and I can't hit. Yeah, it's a couple second delay for sure. Yeah, the only time I used the bow, the actual bow itself, was to get the Crocs. Once I was completed with the backpack, the only other time I used it, if you look at my quiver, is for the tranquilizers, and that's strictly just to heal. Oh, my farm's gonna die! Hurry! Oh, this is bad. They're gonna die. Give them food. Give them food. Oh, they were 3/4 of the way dead. They were nearly red bar. Been focused on you guys so much I forgot. And by the way, That is one thing that's rough, and I don't know if anybody's experienced it. If you let them run out of food, you have a certain amount of time to feed them, which is cool. But instead of giving you a warning, they just all die, and you have to refill the barn. Or refill the barn. And I'm like, right now is a bad time because it is November in my game. So I need these animals throughout the winter. Very cool. Alright, so I need to rethink what I'm doing. Because I do think I want to finish this level. I mean, that view is going to be... I almost wanted this to be double pane glass because I couldn't decide if my bedroom was going to be on this side or out here in the corner. Wait, I'm reading that. Leave the pumpkin crate next to the barn. If you see it full, you know the animals need feeding. Oh. So what you're saying, let me just run down here really quick. Yeah, Jason, I caught that you said that too. So if I move my pumpkins down here, what... The pumpkin crate's not going to feed them. I still have to bring it out and have them. Are you saying that if, like, I feed them full... See, my problem is Mike will fill that before it gets empty. Like, if I take one out right now, like, I'll take one out. Watch this. I'll harvest it. And I don't mind giving it away. Mike will fill this in the next 3 minutes. It's going to be full. So... Tanya, I totally get that. Like, I finally get a female goat in there. And then it was just like, okay, I can't find a male. They can't breed. And then nothing. It was just crickets. Yeah. So, see, he's already full. It's already done. Grojan, I'm not sure how that would work. Oh, yeah, watch. So here, I'll drop it. I'm going to take out 2. Let's harvest them both. And thanks to... I mean... Jason, you were saying that it's 200? I'm seeing 100. But, yeah, they'll take them. But I'm saying... If you're saying that the pumpkin crate's almost empty, Mike will fill that up well before these are ready to rock. Just trying to get a full ration. My hit points or my levels are really low. I got you, Jason. I see what you mean. But I'm looking back at the conversation. Something about the crate being there and when it gets empty. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, Mike will fill this. I only have 1 pumpkin upstairs in my greenhouse. Like, literally, I have 1 pumpkin. It's back here, right here. But if I take watermelons out, he'll fill those about every 30, 40 minutes in the game. It just gets topped off. So I guess I'm trying to figure out what that person meant, Rojan. Not you, but what that person meant. A little house clean up here while I wait and decide what I'm going to do next. Actually, I might have enough for a round of biofuel, but I don't need it. That's the problem. Uh-oh, I need repair kits is what I need. That's all right. Oh, I see what you mean, Jason. So when I split the pumpkin, and I see what you mean. So per thing, right? So one corn. But, I mean, think about it. That's not much different than harvesting a corn or cucumber, though, right? Because every time you harvest a corn or a cucumber, you get 2. Potatoes and onions, you get 1. Mike actually gets 2 potatoes when he harvests them, though. Croachin. Dude, with my full-time job, I can barely remember what anybody says. By the time Friday rolls around, I'm burnout, chest fried. I almost don't want to talk to anybody except for you guys or a couple of my other friends. I totally get that. That's funny. I think I'm full on concrete, eh? I'm going to have to find another bin. Actually, I can use this melons one. Tanya, I'm just going to say, I'll tell you what I'm about to do. So I have these mineral generators right here. I have 5 of them. Right here I have 3 clay. Out here I have 3 more clay. And that's what was stemming all my attacks. But I had to use it to make all the concrete and the roofs and the glass. Or not glass, but just everything involved. I'm going to extend this out. I'm going to encase all of my production equipment within it. The thing that's sad to me is the amount of biofuel that I get from Mike in this building makes it so this oil pump is just worthless. That oil pump's, and I'll tell you why I feel that way. It's not about everybody else, but to me it's like, why would I raise my noise value to supply them all with fuel when I get free fuel? And hey, if you really want to get lazy, you just bring your workbench right in here. Put it in front of you like your repair kits. You can collect all the stuff, make your biofuel, keep a biofuel container close, and you're done. I don't need that oil pump. But what I'm saying is if this oil pump ran, I would say, I mean, it's not really loud. Like, in fact, let's go turn it on. You can see my noise value at 0.46. It's not crazy loud, but it's worthless. I don't need it. Oh, it's probably not powered right now because I just moved it. But I'm just saying it's not worth it. With Mike produces more fuel than the pump does to keep them running solid. That's, I guess, my point. So I kept it there. I'll move it. I'll make it look pretty. I was going to put it out on top, but I'm like, that's not going to look realistic. I mean, in the United States, that comes straight up from Texas. So I'll leave it alone. I am curious as to why it's not powered up, though. Now my mind's going to bug me. Why are you not powered? You should be. Well, it says delete wires. It's powered. Let's find out why. No, it's not. Where's that wire going? It's so funny, he grunts when he swings this hammer like he's working his ass off. That should still be my oil rig. I just recently moved it, so. Yeah, let's turn it on. Let's watch that noise value. Power out is not on. What the hell? It's connected to... Oh, did I... Nah, it's connected. See, it's connected. Am I doing something wrong, guys? Yes, it does, Jason. It'll actually, even if you have mineral extractors within the mines, it fuels them all. And I used to use it. Says it's connected. 150 power. Oh, it's not going to do anything, probably. I'll bet you I don't want it. I just filled these babies up. No, it should keep them stable. Here, let me delete these, because they're going to be moved anyway. See, it's powered. There's wire going to it. I might have to relog. I do notice that. I do have to relog quite a bit, which is unfortunate. I'm going to delete the wires. Wire direction pointing to it is exactly how it should be, though, right? Power going to the unit. Yeah, that used to be my oil extractors that got beat up. No, you're right, dude. No, it is. I just have them mislabeled. Good call. Let's watch that noise value. So it doesn't raise it a ton. I'm going to rename it. Good call. Good call on that. I mean, look how low it raises it, but it still raises it. But I have so much biofuel. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Grojan that said that. My apologies. I was watching my screen at the same time. Good call. Either way, it was a good call. I relabeled them. I mean, look how slow it raises it. I don't have to worry about fuel. What I'm worried about is something that Jason's up against too, and that is the iron ore. Despite, like, you feel like you get a ton when you first start, you need a shit ton of iron ore if you're going to do anything with steel. So steel gates, like all of this, like every one of these fences I'm going to upgrade to steel is going to take 4 steel, or they're going to take 4 steel ingots each. They'll have 2,500 hit points, but it's going to take a ton of iron ore. Oil pump or oil rig? Because I am going to put in 2 fridges right here. I'm curious about that, Jason, now that you bring it up. Mining for iron? Are you not using your mineral extractors to get iron for you? Right here? I mean, that's where I get the bulk of mine. But yeah, I appreciate it. You have to get the lead and the iron to make your steel bars, for sure. I definitely appreciate what you're saying. This is where I'll make Grojan sick. Here's my water bottles, Grojan. I just swap them out and use my sink to refill them. Okay. I got you. Yeah, it's minute, but I'm already in the middle of. I'm either gonna dump the spoiled food, or I'm gonna use my table and make biofuel. I have to check on the machines anyway. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you. So I see what you mean. You probably have a ton of lead ore hanging out, right, bro? You gotta have a ton of lead ore hanging out then. I mean, ironically though, I don't mind mining in this game. Mining in this game is quite peaceful. Yes, Tanya, 100%. Like this thing is my buddy. I do when I leave the base, Jason, for sure. I carry two as well. But I'll be honest, since I became self-sufficient, and this is what I hope the dev will do, is add other points of interest. I have no reason to leave here because everything I need is here. Ah, okay. So you probably are one of those people. See, I have 5 batteries. You probably have like 15 batteries, right, Jason? The scorpions. You know, my only qualm with the scorpions is I can seriously be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm like, is it dead yet? And I walk away and it hits me again. Like, how are you not dead, bro? Like, I've killed a bear faster than I've killed you. Yeah. See, I figured. That's okay. I mean, we all play different. I've learned a ton watching Grosjean and watching him climb that rock and then watching him jump. I can't remember what episode it was, Grosjean, but you fell between the rock and the house. My heart went out to you, bro. My heart went out to you. Hey, if y'all don't mind, really quick, I didn't expect to actually have people to speak with or to watch happen. I just need to use the men's room. I will be right back. I'm back. That fourth person happens to be my daughter. Hey, Jason, I am curious though. You have that huge tower. Have you considered doing the 360 jump off of it and videoing it? You know what I mean by the 360, right? So you run, you jump, and you do the 360. I would love to see how many 360s you can pull off in 30 floors. That's she'll pipe up. She'll say hello. She's pretty quiet. She's yesterday when I was streaming was nobody was watching, so I just muted my mic and we talked, and she was like, "Dad, you're such a huge nerd. And seriously, did you put 'We hope you brought beer'? That's not a welcome home sign. That's not a welcome home sign." I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Welcome all the freaking vampires? Like, it's not multiplayer. Nobody's gonna come visit me. I'll make sure I message her that you guys all said hello. I think she's on her mobile, so she may not be able to chat. I think there's something with an iPhone. I mean, I don't know. You guys have to tell me, but from what I've moderated, sometimes all that can be a little funky. Come on. Place it the way I want. And I think I want it that way. Hey, you know, I will tell you, the amount of people that come to my home and drink on my beer, Jason, I think it's very fitting. Like, they always know I have cold beer in the fridge, so I hope you brought it because I'm tired of paying for it. Thanks, Jason. I would love to see that. I think there's a lot of people that would like to see that. Put it in a short. You know, I'm learning all of this. Oh, I'm Grojan. I'm killing random frogs. Random frog. If anybody's noticed that in his stream, it's kind of like the movie Up when the dog sees a squirrel. He's like, "Squirrel, whack!" Every time Grojan passes a frog, he kills it without fail. Such a great group. You guys are a ton of fun to hang out with. I'm gonna put that in my spoiled food container. Grojan. I was supposed to be hunting, right, Jason? And I'm getting sidetracked all over the place with y'all hanging out. So I think Jason likes my Dukes of Hazzard jump. Tanya and Grojan, you can let me know. But I think out that gate, I'm going to straighten that gate off this garage. I'm going to build a ramp so I can jump my truck every time I leave. Well, frogs taste like chicken, Jason, right? Oh, we got 3 eggs. We're about ready to go again. Grojan. Now, Grojan, seriously, watch this. This is not hard to do once you have your farm set up. And Mike's farming for you. I think I used them all a second ago. Hold on. Especially early game, like I will be doing this from now on. So I grab 1 onion, and I have clay anyway because I'm either mining it. I mean, I don't right now because I built all that stuff, but I have a little spot. Just grab 1 clay, make a clay bowl. Okay, I'm gonna make a clay bowl now. Seriously, bear with me. Don't think I'm some kind of jerk. On a stove, you can actually, I think you can do it on this little part too. If you put a pot on it, I think you can do it there too. I have not done it, but if I just throw dirty water and an onion and light this baby. I'm just going to let that cook. And then what I want you to see is, I keep moving my screen. Over on the right, my thirst is at 51 out of 175. Every time you make an onion soup, it increases your thirst by 0.25. So for every 4, you increase by 1 full point. It's incredible. That's why that's so much higher than my other stats. But thirst is what kills you when you're out going to the mine and other stuff. I think you can. I'll actually, Grojan, I'm going to try right now just because I just brought it up. So I think, I'm pretty sure, I just need to grab that pot off of there. One sec. It's got a spot for it. I've just never tested it. There's no reason not to test it, right? Let's put a pot here. No, it won't let you. You do have to have the stove, so. But the stove is priceless. Like, I did that as soon as I saw it was available. Okay, so I'm going to take the onion soup. Okay, watch my thirst. I'm going to drink it. 47 out of 175, but watch the blue bar for the next level. Done. Like, I fell in love with those early in game, so that's just me. Maybe I'm just, like, way too nerdy. And Tanya, yes, the sink. It's telling me it's not turned on, I just turned it on. That's not using power again. That's weird. But yeah, the sink is pro. I absolutely love the sink. Yeah, it does, Grojan. You're absolutely right. I mean, if you look at it, if I pull this over here, if we go side by side, it has the same cooking ring as the stove. Like, this is where my pans are, but let me move this one off. If it'll let me. I'll move this one off. Come on, move it off. Same cooking ring. Same exact thing. I would, maybe someday he'll do it. I don't know. All I know is, and I'm sure Jason will speak to this, this little farting stove has saved my ass so many times. In those blizzards during the winter since we extended our seasons. Oh my, that thing saves my butt all the time. Yeah, you're right, Grojan. You can, Jason. I think it's been a while. I think the duration on them, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they have like, what, 2 hours of gameplay? I think it's 2 hours. I could be absolutely wrong. So. I used to have one called, I used to have Play Bowls, so I would make 10 at a time. And I would just use those instead of anything else. I didn't even, once in a while I'd eat a watermelon or something. Either way. 10:30. I should have been hunting. That's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, you're right, Jason. Remember I was saying at the one point I had 5 greenhouses before I found Mike. I actually had to use the Steam discussions to find Mike on this save, because if I look at the map, Mike was, let me zoom out, let me go back in. There's a hidden town somewhere up in here. Mike, for me, was clear up in here. And I don't know. He wasn't even in the standard warehouse for me, and I don't know if that was a glitch. But I even went to that Foolish Girl stuff because she has a pretty decent guide on where to find Mike, and she shows 2 locations. I swear, I went, I saved, I reloaded, validated files. Mike, for me, took me forever to find. Like, I rebuilt the truck, had all of my tech, everything done before I could find Mike. Yeah, Jason, I think you're right. I think that's kind of where I failed in the beginning, because had I known what you knew, I think what I would have done is I would have traveled on the 4-wheeler from town to town and gotten all the tech before I even set up a base. If you're talking about this island, you can actually get all the way out to this island. That Foolish Girl actually did it. The struggle that she ran into is you rely on either the water house, or you would have to. She didn't build there, but you would have to rely on the water house or rain for your water, because you have ocean water in here and you can't boil it. But you can get all the way out to this island. She actually did that. Yes. I have not. Do you want me to drive out there real quick with my big truck? Watch me wreck. Anyway. Oh, speaking of which, do any of you know, is the max level for your stats, like thirst, stamina, all that stuff, is it 200 or is it plus that? Does anybody know? I mean, the one streamer that I'm hesitant to even watch his stuff, he's got this massive base in this same location I'm in. It's, of course, all wood, but his stuff's all at 100. Do we know if you can push those to 200 or 200 plus? Does anybody know? Come on, Mike. Where's my pumpkin? I'm a fan of Wiki, but I'm also a non-fan of Wiki. Why is my water house not turned on? Man, do I have to rewire it again? I know I need to move it, but come on, bro. There's power into it. I'm going to move it anyway, but you should see the wire. No. Oh, no. Stop. That's the empty. What do you want to bet it was wired to that empty? Bet you it was. Man, that's a bummer. I'm going to go fix it. I got time and I got the energy. Let's do it. Fix it! Before I move it. Because I am going to move it. Delete the wires. Now I just got to figure out where I put the junction box. Because I had them up in here. That's the spare. Empty in storage. That's the spare. Yeah, I crossed wires. That's all that is. Water house will be up 2 seconds. 1. Gonna count like Grojan. 2. I do it too, Grojan. Not alone. No, it's still connected somewhere. Hold on. Let me move you out of the way. I'm going to have to move it. I had a junction box labeled Waterhouse. Where is it? Says it's connected. Delete the wires. Come on. Delete the wires. Yes. It's not even letting me delete them. I'm going to have to relog. I hate that. Okay. I know at one point it shouldn't be there. It should be gone. I had a box right here. Yeah, I think you're right, Jason, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing when I'm done. I have not wired the house on purpose because... or the base on purpose. I don't want to be, like, stuck. You know what I mean? I'm just going to start deleting them. Because they're not wired to anything, and I'll get all, like, half the supplies back. But see, it still says my water rig's on. But I'm not seeing... all my wires ran through here, so... if y'all see it, let me know. Yeah, I agree. But the junction box is like MIA. Because I had it... originally, I had it attached to the water house itself. But it's not there. See how I get the option to remove wires? There's no wires on it though. Yeah, I mean, have you tried the light switches yet? Because they don't work right. Like they don't. Like if it shouldn't draw power just because I have lights on. That's why I'm reluctant to put lights in. Because it doesn't work right. A switch should only use power when it's turned on, like in the house, right? I walk up and I turn a light switch on. It shouldn't do anything. Okay, so I have the oil rig that we know works. Concrete mixers will work if they're on. My frag machines will work, I know that. This junction box, though, I don't know where it's at. It says it's connected, but it's not connected to the water house. And this box, right here, I'm going to turn my light off. I can't delete it. It won't, the game won't let me delete it. I don't know whether to be frustrated or not about it, but whatever. Guess I'll spend my evening finding this junction box that is non-existent. I mean, I know I didn't put it under here. Because I put the junction boxes where I can access them. And I love the storage shelves. They're amazing. I move things around so quick. Expensive to make, but well worth it. Originally, this was the area where all my power went through, so... but there's not going to be a junction box. It's bugging me my sink's not working, though, so I'm going to have to move stuff out of the way. Maybe if I pick up the house and move it around, it'll show me a wire. Because it used to come down through here. But, hey, how do you like my cheeky way of putting a brick wall behind that foundation, huh? Huh? Cheeky, cheeky. He needs to be on a foundation, but we'll see if he's attached. It's showing that the water house is connected. That's what I'm saying. See right here? It shows it's connected. I might have to delete the water house and rebuild it. Because it's not showing any power out when it's on. I mean, I don't mind. Let's just delete it. Done. Who cares? Let's see what happens. It still shows connected. Do you see what I mean? That is so freaking weird. No wire showing up here anymore. Nothing out there. Unless that box is hidden behind one of these concrete walls, and I hope it's not. Because I removed it. Man, I don't want to delete all this. I can delete this stuff, but... Ugh. Oh wait, there it is. That's where I put it. There's your water right there. See how I had it hidden? Man, I couldn't even find it. So let's quit real quick, load the game. I didn't lose that much. You know what I mean? But Tanya will be disappointed if my sink's not connected, I'm just saying. And I will be too, because I use the hell out of that thing. Okay, so I'm curious for those that are still around, and we're getting to the point where I'll have to end so I can cook dinner. What other games are you guys interested in or that you play? I mean, I know Grojan plays Ark, and I know he plays The Infected. I've seen 7 Days to Die on the channel. I'm curious as to what people enjoy to play. Don't know how this came unwired, but it did. Bet you my water pump works now. Hey, I've thought about subsistence. How is it, Jason? I'm curious. Is it better or worse than this? Maybe the middle? What's your opinion? I respect your opinion. There we go, water's working. Man, you play a lot of games, Jason. I've thought about Satisfactory as well. Okay, right, you're talking subsistence though. Subsistence has like PvP where you're other players too, correct? if we're staying on one game. Okay, so I'm going to pause really quick. Grojan, to your comment, my understanding is that the dev that's made the infected was the dev that started Hold Your Own. So that's interesting. Yeah. Well, I've yet to meet a game that makes me grind as hard as RuneScape ever has in my entire life. So, for me, like, yeah, it's not a grind. I need to save this though really quick. Yeah, as I just fixed that water pump. Stranded Deep looked fun to me, and I think I anticipated a ton out of Sons of the Forest, which I did. I think I've got like 560 hours in it. I've got massive bases everywhere. The streamers kind of ruined that game for me in general because a whole bunch of them went on peaceful mode and wouldn't beat the game on like day one. So, yeah, Tanya, that's exactly what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. But I also find that hard to believe because, look, you're talking about, so if I look at a foundation, you're talking about square assets, right? So, I mean, Roblox and all the other games have those same assets. I mean, I don't know how anybody would assume that. That's what I heard as well, though. So, same page. I heard the same thing. Doesn't matter though. All I care about is, look, I mean, we're not on a Discord call and I'm not streaming Discord. My daughter's been able to join in. She sent me a text and just said she's getting tired after work and she's going to take a shower. So I'm probably going to cut it a little shorter than I wanted to. I have to make dinner. But I want, you know, the group of us here that are here on the call or on the stream, I want you to know that I appreciate all your feedback. Everything's been really positive. Grojan, thanks for hosting the Discord. Jason, thanks for the laughs. And Tanya, thank you for all your compliments. You're all amazing people. I'm going to stop the stream here, but I hope you all get some good rest, and hope you all get to hang out soon. Thank you so much. Have a great night.